Welcome to the SEMA Show, the world's greatest automotive trade show. You can't get a ticket unless you're in the business, so tell them you're with us. It's week 2 of our coverage of the SEMA Show in Las Vegas.
Motorhead Garage, the program that each week introduces you to and shows you how to install the latest in exciting and innovative products for your vehicle. Motorhead Garage is presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now here's your host, Dave Dobson.
It is officially the Specialty Equipment Market Association, simply known as SEMA. And each year we do our best to chase down the most interesting stuff on the grounds at the SEMA Show. There's 2.5 million square feet to cover, so we needed some reinforcements, and no one better than motorsports and automotive expert Joe Costello.
What do you get when you mix a 1972 Plymouth Satellite and the running gear from a Tesla? You get the Electrolyte. This awesome muscle car is a showstopper that has got twin tablets as a dash and a 250-mile range and ungodly torque. The worlds are colliding. Old school muscle and new school technology.
So much in the automotive industry is about innovation, but a lot of times it's about solving a problem. So Michael, what's the problem?
Well, a lot of times it's that manufacturers are producing products for transmissions and oil pans in stamped steel and in some cases in plastic. Both of those have a tendency to be flimsy and retain a lot of heat, and heat is not what you want in any of those environments.
You guys are able to dissipate the heat better. How?
Well, this is thick cast 356 T6 aluminum. It dissipates heat with underflow air from the fins on the outside. It's got interior baffles that not only wick heat but also prevent sloshing. Also included is our neodymium equipped service plug that has a powerful rare earth magnet in it that attracts and holds the ferrous metals, which is harmful obviously for the inner working parts. And it's easy to service so that many of our pans offer a flat bottom. A flat bottom allows for a complete drain. Many of the stock pans have a reservoir that holds the dirtiest oil in it, and you get to incorporate that back into your fresh oil change each time.
You can get better performance, your parts are going to last longer, and your life's going to get a whole lot easier. Check them out at ppepower.com.
Automobiles and art, they go together so well. Devin Hitchens chronicling the 72 Electrolyte. Devin, how long have you been drawing cars?
About 25 years, sir.
And you're a professional, and look at this work you're doing. But electric and muscle together, what do you think about that?
I think it shows we have a pretty bright future with regard to hot rodding, because at least these cars have a future in some sense, you know?
I like that big picture, and I like the pictures he's working on right now.
It's hard to believe you can improve on a great product like the Clamp Tight tool, but Clamp Tight has done just that. They've taken their original tool and made it even better. Nikki, how have you improved on a classic?
Well, the Clamp Tight tool, as you can see, moves freely through here. Whereas the Mini, when we came out with this, since we went a little smaller with it, we found too that customers really like the fact that it has an encapsulated nut. So what you can see is when you hold it up like this, it doesn't slide. So when you're working underneath of a car or in a particular area that's tighter, you don't have to actually hold on to the tool while you're putting the wire around it. So as you can see with the premium tool, when I hold it up like this, it falls. So now, moving forward, a new product that's coming soon is going to have an encapsulated nut, so the tool will actually stay in place, just like that.
Folks who watch Motorhead Garage are familiar with the Clamp Tight tool, but what about the people that haven't seen it? Explain how it works.
Well, you're making a custom clamp out of wire. So you just take the wire and you actually manipulate it around the tool to make a custom clamp. So you're just basically creating a true 360-degree seal, equal pressure all the way around. It's not going to cut into whatever you're working on. It's the right size every single time.
Makes a better seal than those old-fashioned hose clamps. You got to check it out. It's at clamptighttools.com. SEMA is all about innovation, and even the products we've seen before seem to change from year to year, and you've done exactly that with Tornador, Dan. What is new with the Tornador?
It is the Tornador Max. It's the next generation in the Tornador line. And what we've been able to do with it is add a bunch of new upgrades to it. There's an LED light on there to illuminate dark areas, color customizable hand grips, improved rotate set with a spring, air swivel inlet so that when you put it down, the hose will go wherever and it'll just stand up. So those are some of the major upgrades on that tool.
On upgrades and redesigns like this, how much input are you getting from the professionals that are using these products all day long?
Oh yeah, we did a lot of field testing testing with this, and it's a really cool tool that has really cool technology in it, and we're getting a lot of positive feedback throughout the show here and in the field as well.
The Tornador is the latest in technology for cleaning inside the car, but you're also covering the outside of the car, as seen here in the booth. What do you got?
Yeah, so we have the next generation of paint protection in our G-Max graphene coating and detail spray.
How is it different from other products out there?
So we know the ceramics and the polymers and silicones and stuff like that. It's the next generation. It's going to add extra slickness to it, durability, and really eye-piercing gloss.
You can make the inside of your car look great and the outside as well. Check it all out at tornador.us. Had enough? Me neither. Stay tuned for lots more from the SEMA Show here on Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings.
Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by RockAuto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Steel Rubber Products, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping. NH Oil Undercoating, the official oil-based rust prevention system. And by NextGen, the most powerful detailing products ever made.
We are Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, and we're hanging out with 160,000 of our fellow Motorheads here at the SEMA Show. Mile after mile of cool vehicles and cool automotive products too. You fans of Motorhead Garage may have seen paint booths from Mobile Environmental Solutions before, and let me tell you, this is not just a tent. This is not a tent. This is a commercial grade paint booth. Tom, how important is quality when you're building one of these paint booths?
It's everything, because somebody's going to utilize this to make money, and they need a clean room, they need a high air exchange, and that's where we are the leader of the industry. This particular booth has 42 air exchanges an hour. It's made out of a material that passes NFPA 701, test method 1. It's something that it matters because you're spraying flammable liquids, and you need to have high airflow, you need to have material that can work with it.
And all of your paint booths are made in the USA. How important is that to you as well?
It's everything, because we don't have to wait for a ship being stranded offshore. If somebody says, hey, I need a replacement part, we can turn around and get it cut and get it sent out right away. Everything's digitally cut, it's not hand cut. So all of our booths are built the same, and the parts are interchangeable.
How can a paint booth from Mobile Environmental Solutions help folks maximize their space at their shop?
The best part is when they're not painting, they can roll it up and put it away, which that allows them to use that space for something else. Maybe doing oil changes, doing body shop work. You know, the sky's the limit. You can only imagine.
If you need a clean room or you need to expand your space to paint, check them out at mobileenvironmentalsolutions.com. For 4 decades, Tire Service International has been the name in the tire bead seating industry. They are famous for their Cheetah model and their Viper. Now, the Viper now was very, very cool, but you guys have improved on it. Tell me how, Brian.
Yeah, we actually have. So now the Viper, we changed the handles, made them a little more customizable. This handle can be switched either way. We moved our trigger to the front of the tank and then actually put all of our replaceable parts, the fill valve, pressure gauge, and pop-up valve under this hard plastic cover. Makes it easier for the consumer to use, safer, better grip on it as well.
Well, we got to see how it works.
Let's take a look. Let's see.
Right.
Place it right on the edge of the tire right there. 3, 2, 1.
Holy moly. That thing packs a wallop.
Yes, it does.
I get a feeling this model does too. This is the CH30. This is new this year. Now tell me who is using the CH30.
Basically, anyone that's going to be doing a bunch of tires all at once, any big farm agricultural tires, anything that requires multiple discharges.
You're going for bigger and more. The CH30 is your model.
Oh my goodness, it is so much more.
Now, we've got an audience here. They want to see how this thing works here. Let's fire away here. Fire in the hole, everybody.
3, 2, 1.
Well, the folks here love it. The folks at home are going to love it. This thing is revolutionary and very, very cool. Thanks for sharing it with us. You can find them at buytsi.com. That's BUYTSI.com.
I always love me a good rat rod here at the SEMA Show. There's so much chrome and polish, something like this pops. But this one, the more you check it out, the more is revealed. First of all, it's not a rat rod, it is an art rod. And the creator, Warwick Andrews, has gone over the top. It's a Fargo that was reclaimed from a Canadian prairie. It was built out of chains that were reclaimed from an old decommissioned elevator, and it has been created into a total work of art known as the Chain Smoker.
Folks have been using zip ties for 60 years, and if you use them, you know there are all kinds of problems associated with them. They're sharp when you cut them off. If they're too loose, the wires get loose. If they're too tight, they break your wires. We have a solution to all those problems thanks to Grip Lock ties. Tell me what's going on here, Mike.
Well, you know, I partnered up with a good friend of mine who's been in off-road desert racing forever. I'm in aerospace. I've designed, build, race aircraft. Both industries have had a problem, many others. Zip ties, if you tighten them a lot, they cut the wires and they still tend to vibrate and slide around. So it's been a huge industry problem. So we've put rubber lining on both sides. Now when you tighten it down, it molds around your wires rather than cutting into them, and then the rubber stops it from shaping and vibrating and cutting your wire. Also, they're releasable, so we can clip them together, pull a little tab and undo them. So as you're building wire harnesses, you can open and close it as many times as you need to. When you're all done, flush cut it. We have a stronger tie, it's UV protected, it's high temp, it's the best tie ever made. First and only rubber-lined, releasable zip tie, grip lock ties.
These things are revolutionary. You can find them in lots of places, but especially at griplockties.com. Do not go anywhere. I repeat, do not go anywhere. Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, continues from the SEMA Show next. It's a tradition that's been around since 1967, and it never disappoints. This is the annual SEMA Show in Las Vegas, and you have an e-ticket ride thanks to Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. SEMA is not just an annual show, though. The SEMA organization works year-round to help its members create and collaborate on ideas that'll drive the industry for years to come.
We have a SEMA Garage, which is a product development center in Diamond Bar, California, and it's a full garage. The idea of it is to help manufacturers get through the development process when they're developing new parts for vehicles. We've got engineers on staff, we've got CAD data, we would walk them through that development process. We have 3D printers, we can 3D print the part out. We could actually physically put the part on the vehicle, help them through that whole cycle so that when that vehicle comes out, products are ready to go for that vehicle. Our next step is not just the development cycle, but we also help our emissions content. For example, let's say you develop a vehicle that requires a EO, so an air intake, headers, supercharger, any of those sorts of things have to go through environmental tests to make sure that it doesn't pollute too much. We have a full emissions lab that helps you through that process. And so we've got so many members that are using it that we've had to build a new development center, and that's going to be in Detroit.
If you're a shop owner or a car builder, you need to know the name Goonie Wheel if you don't already. Mike, tell me what the Goonie Wheel is.
Oh, Goonie Wheel is awesome. The Goonie Wheel is a universal bolt pattern wheel, right? So if you have a shop or you're building a car and you got your wheels out for repair or you're waiting on your wheels to come in, the Goonie Wheel's got a universal bolt pattern built into the wheel, so you can use them as mock-up wheels while you're building the car, or if you own a collision shop, you can move the car through the shop.
One thing I really like here are these little strips around the tire. Tell me what those do.
Sure, so this is a dual purpose thing. The strips themselves are safety strips. So if you're in a busy shop, you get in the car and you don't know that the Goonie Wheels are on them, it's gonna vibrate the car after it goes about 5 miles an hour. Secondly, it works like an anti-roll device. So
wheel chucks, essentially.
Essentially, perfect for us.
How many different models of Goonie Wheel are there?
So there's 3 different models of Goonie Wheels. There's a Goonie Wheel 45, there's the Goonie Wheel 56, which is for your bigger trucks and your SUVs, and then your Goonie Wheel 80. This is for your heavy-duty, super-duty trucks.
And there's a new Goonie Wheel on the block. Tell me about that.
We're super excited about this one. So this is the 45S. This is the one that's pictured right here. So what we've done with that is we've increased the offset of the original Goonie Wheel 45 from 51 millimeters to 96 millimeters. So you don't need spacers anymore to clear those big calipers. Second thing we did is we added a 6 millimeter backing plate to give more durability and strength. So you don't need washers either. It's basically a mount and go solution.
It's also an award winner. It's the runner-up for the new product showcase here at SEMA. Check them out at GoonieWheel.com.
As a drag racer, of course, I'm going to come find the Mopar booth here at SEMA. And they have got the 2021 Drag Pack Challenger driven by Leah Pruitt in NHRA's Factory Stock Showdown. This thing is amazing. I've seen it on the track many, many times, but to see it under the lights and all the adjustability built into the front suspension, the Hemi, the supercharger, it is incredible. Remember, this is a 7-second car that you can buy from the factory. The good old days were pretty good, but not this good when it comes to muscle cars and technology.
It's inevitable. You're driving your car, you're going to get a paint chip, and the day that happens is going to haunt you every time you drive that vehicle. But there is a way to get it fixed, and you don't have to take it to the paint shop and leave it there for weeks. Dr. Color Chip's helping us. Tell me how, Tony.
Dr. Color Chip is a unique proprietary paint chip repair kit. It's made according to the vehicle color code, year, make, model, and color name. So if you have a 2017 Toyota Tacoma and it's white, 040 white, we make this kit in 040 white. We send it to you. You can do the process yourself. It's a very quick process that is very efficient at fixing stone chips on a car at much less cost than going to a body shop or whatnot. And it's a proven way to fix stone chips for 19 years. Dr. Color Chip is proprietary, but it's been around for a long time, and just go online and check us out. Go to YouTube, check out our website. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of testimonials about our product that we don't pay for or we don't ask for. Just car crazy people love to say good things about our product.
It's not just some fly-by-night gimmick you can do at home. The pros are using it too. They send out kits to those guys, the PDR guys, the body shops, all the mechanic shops are using their product. Check them out at drcolorchip.com.
Brian Chichua's Holy Toledo Commando, a legendary off-road Jeep that has won the Baja 5 times. Old school technology built in the 1960s. Still has leaf springs, a Buick 6-cylinder up front, but this is classic desert racing. But look at how the technology has changed from this Jeep of the 1960s to the modern spec trophy truck. Technology just keeps rolling forward.
You off-roaders probably recognize this 1985 Chevy van from the Ultimate Adventure. It's a fan favorite here at SEMA, and it's riding on Skyjacker suspension. That's a company that's been around for 48 years. And Lonnie, you guys are ever evolving. What's the latest in that evolution?
Well, the latest is our new ADX remote reservoir shock. It's part of our Adventure series. It's aluminum-bodied shock for lightweight and good heat dissipation. And we're able to get a lot more dampening forces into this shock.
Why do I want a remote reservoir on my shock?
Gives you a much better cooling benefit, and it's also lightweight, and so it really helps a lot with the valving that we need to get out of that shock.
And not to mention the fact that it looks cool too. Ken, what if I don't need this kind of performance, or what if this isn't suited to the vehicle I have? What can you do to help me at Skyjacker?
Sure. The other 4 levels of shock below that are our M95 monotube and our Black Max shocks. They are also internally specially valve tuned for each individual vehicle, so the valving is set for each application specific. Then we have our Nitro and our Hydro shock, which is our staple shocks that we've had for years and years and years. So those are the options you have.
Almost a half-century of experience at this company. If you're off-roading, you're going to want to check out Skyjacker.com. They are the place to go for suspension. We're not finished yet. Still lots more to come from the SEMA Show in Las Vegas here on Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings.
Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. The last coat cleans, shines, and protects. Dr. Color Chip, automotive paint chip repair systems. And by Dorman Products, driving new solutions.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings from the SEMA Show. The name MB Court has been out there for decades when it comes to mobile audio, but Rob, the last 5 years or so, you guys have really launched into the stratosphere. What's been the change?
It's definitely our adventure in the UTV market. So we've been developing these UTV-specific audio kits for big names on the market like Polaris RZR, General, Ranger, Honda Talon. And these kits are plug-and-play kits, so it's easy installation, great sounding audio for your UTV, and we're doing a Jeep audio system too.
The thing I like about it is it's specific to the vehicle, not just a generic one-size-fits-all. How does that improve the look and performance?
Oh, the fit and finish is perfect, right? Better than OEM quality for all these panels, and the audio quality just skyrocket from the OEM sound.
I talked about your being around for 2 decades. How'd you guys make your name in this business?
Well, that's definitely from our mobile side of the business. So we have a full line of speakers, amplifiers, and subwoofers. So anything from your tow vehicle that's towing your UTV to your tricked out hot rod or show car. Anything for any application with our standard mobile line of product.
And quickly, if you have speakers, you need a way to power them. How can you help me there?
Oh, we have this new RA1 amplifier series line, top mount controls, a size for any application, and that way you can put it perfectly in your vehicle.
Your system's going to look and sound great, and they have a system for every budget. Check them out at mbcourt.com.
Electrification is here to stay because of projects like this one, the Hummer EV from General Motors and GMC. They've advertised over 1,000 horsepower for the pickup truck version. This SUV model, 830 horsepower, over 11,000 pound-feet of torque. Think about that. It's a massive vehicle with massive power. They've done such a great job just pushing the technology forward. How forward? This will be on the streets in 2023. MSRP between 80 and 110 for what you're getting. It's a bargain.
Anytime you're doing a restoration or a build, you're going to want new suspension, a new chassis underneath, and of course a new engine. You want to go to fuel injection. When you do that, the wiring can get tricky, but it's not so much voodoo, Chris. You guys have made it easy here at Hot Wire. How do you do it?
Well, we build a complete standalone engine and transmission wiring harness that has everything you need to run the engine and transmission, and a 4-wire hookup to get it running. Very simple, very clean. It's meant for hot rods, muscle cars, Jeeps, off-road vehicles, whatever. We can make any of it work for you.
What makes and models are you covering?
All the GM, Ford, and Chrysler, basically 96 and up, all the way up to the brand new LT1s, LT4s, the new Hemis, and the new Coyote motors. We're getting ready to get into the Godzilla motor here shortly, so we're looking forward to that as well.
And we're not talking universal harnesses here.
Not really, no. Everyone's custom built. So we have a standard layout, but if you need something longer or shorter, or you're doing a rear engine design, you have to have stuff come off the front, we can handle all of that kind of stuff for you.
These guys take the mystery out of wiring your fuel-injected engine. Go to hotwireauto.com. Thanks for joining us for this week's edition of Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Always glad to have you along for the ride. We're going to be back next week to do it once again. And in the meantime, you can check out our Facebook page to see what we're up to. And if you have a product you'd like to see on our show, email Jeff at masterstv.com. From our entire crew, we will see you next week. So long.